fact that it is trying to whitewash history. House Bill 616 has been introduced back in April of this past year. It follows 322 and 327, a bunch of censorship bills in our house that threatens the education that our youth deserve.
Hello everyone, I am Tyja Perry, here representing again Ohio Student Association. I just want to start with saying education should open our minds and not close them. Some of the things they are trying to take away is critical race theory. Some important questions that will go unanswered is what are Jim Crow laws? What is the civil rights movement? They're trying to take away intersectionality theory. They must understand that oppression cannot be reduced to only one part of an identity. The 1619 movement. The purpose of this movement was to reframe our country's history by placing consequences of slavery at the very center of our national narrative. Inherited racial guilt. They don't understand that early exposure to different cultures and people from different cultural backgrounds from a young age can actually combat inherited racial guilt going forward. Again, education should open our minds, not close them.
Like Ty said, it makes us think, what are they actually going to teach us? So I remember growing up in school, in social study class and history class, and they always talked about, the civil rights movement. They talked about segregation, Jim Crow. But if these bills pass, like, obviously, yeah. And so, absolutely, if these bills pass, they won't teach about Jim Crow. They definitely not going to teach about slavery no more. It's literally Pride Month. It is Pride Month. Why did Pride start? Due to the Stonewall movement, the Stonewall riot, when they got tired of the policing LGBTQ. They definitely not going to teach that. And then lastly, civil rights movement. Now this is funny to me because at the last hearing, it wasn't for 616, it was actually 327. But I laughed because in the civil rights movement, one of the people that they love to quote is Dr. Martin Luther King. And they quote him often. And it was funny, they actually quoted him while they were trying to take away our right to learn about it. And I'm like, so y'all gonna quote the man that's trying to take away from us? Bet. So when we think about the civil rights movement, we think about March on Washington, we think about the Little Rock Nine, we think about Rosa Parks. They most likely ain't gonna teach that either. And then we come here to what is 616, House Bill 616? As we know, there are currently things in the House that are just terrible. And since 616 also talked about divisive concepts, this could be included on a divisive concept about what was 616? Why did they talk about that? So they definitely not going to talk about why we made that. Yeah. And then this will be our history book. This will be our history book. They will continue to whitewash our history. They will continue to censor our history so that we can learn what we need to. Children won't be able to be exposed to the cultures that they need to. They won't be able to learn about the different impacts and the different movements that happened before them. And if that continues, not only do we build a whitewash history, we also allow white supremacy to win. So we're not going to let that happen. We're going to stand up. We're going to fight back against these terrible, egregious bills. And we're going to let them know that if you want to come for our rights, we're going to fight back. We gonna say it, and we're not gonna let them take our right away to say it. Thank you.